the course of the Principles of Estimation for MIMO OFDM Wireless Communication. This is Karthik, Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad. Okay, today topic is the properties of maximum likelihood, estimate variance, and spread around mean. Okay, in the previous session we also taken the properties of maximum likelihood. Okay, but in that we find out the only mean and variance. Okay, in the previous session we find out only variance and means, but here also we can take in the variance and spread around mean. Okay, we are considering the some of the spread also we can in this session. Okay, coming to today's session, mainly we already previous session we also discussed likelihood, what is the likelihood estimation, and also coming to how we can go for the maximum likelihood estimation from the likelihood, and also we can find out the properties of maximum likelihood estimation. Okay, coming to estimation for wireless communication. Okay, mainly any observation model you are consider any observation model, then we can find out the estimation parameter. Coming to any probability, if you go for the any probability, there we find the prediction error. Okay, some prediction outcome also will be there for the probability, but coming to here likelihood, there is no prediction. Okay, here we have to find out the observation. Okay, we have to observe the parameters in the likelihood session. Okay, coming to these properties of the maximum likelihood estimation, and also the simple scenario of noisy observation. What is a simple scenario of the noise observation? We already discussed in the previous session. What is a simple scenario of the noise observation? If you go with the any observation, that is a y equal to h plus v. Okay, this is a simple observation model, we know it. Okay, how we can find out this one? You are considering any node. Okay, there we having the parameter. Okay, there is any parameter, then we can consider h. Okay, that is a sensing of the data from parameter to this sensor node. Like that we are taken the y equal to h plus v. Here we are adding the some noise. Okay, here we are adding the some noise. This is in the observation model. Okay, if you go with any kth stand, y of k equal to h plus v of k. Okay, this is a unknown parameter. Unknown parameter. Okay, this is the unknown parameter. Okay, that is from the our sensor network. We are taking the some estimation parameter, which is equal to the h of we are find out the h hat also. That is means the truly parameter and also the estimation parameter. We also find out in the previous session in the properties of the maximum likelihood and also likelihood. There we find out the h hat equal to h. Here we can find out the estimation of the h hat equal to. Okay, this is a truly parameter, true parameter. This is for the estimation parameter. Okay, this is for estimation parameter, and this is for the true parameter. The both are in the same equal condition. There also we find out the unbiased stage. Unbiased condition also we find out from this h hat equal to h. Whenever the estimation parameter and also true parameter both are equal, then it comes under the unbiased condition. Okay, that is not necessary to the equal of the both the condition. Estimation parameter not equal to the true parameter also we can sometimes it will happen. Okay, for that we having the equation. What is the equation? H hat equal to 1 by n summation of k equal to 1 to n y of k. Okay, this is a random Gaussian in nature. This is for the random Gaussian in nature. Okay, this is for random Gaussian in nature. Okay, this is for the we can recall from the previous maximum likelihood session, and also we can take it from the likelihood session, and also we know it e of estimation h hat equal to that h. This is for the unbiased condition. This is for the unbiased condition, unbiased estimation or unbiased estimation. Okay, this is for the random in nature. That is a h hat equal to, sorry, this is the h hat equal to 1 by n summation of k equal to 1 to n and y of k. That is a random Gaussian nature. We can consider the unbiased condition, the estimation of the h hat equal to, that is a true parameter. Okay, coming to variance, here we can find out the variance of h hat. Okay, from the variance of h hat. But actually our today's session is coming to variance and spread around mean. Okay, today topic is the variance and spread of the around mean, that is in the maximum likelihood estimation. Before that we have to find out the variance of that is estimated parameter. Then we can having the spread deviation about mean. Okay, this is a deviation about mean. Okay, from this one we having the spread of the signal, that is also we can see, and this is the average value of the estimation. It is equal to the true value of the underlying parameter. What is the estimation of the true parameter? This is the estimation of the h hat equal to h. This is the average value. The characteristic of the mean of the estimation, that is expected value of the h hat, that is a h hat. Okay, coming to our aspect. Okay, the variance of the estimation and also what is the variance of the h hat. Okay, coming to some of the measurement of the spread or any deviation about the mean, also we can find out what is about the mean. We can find out the variance of the h hat. Variance of h hat, that is also we can find out here. This is about of the some of the maximum likelihood estimation. Okay, coming to the spread or the deviation about the mean average estimator, we are taken for the two underlying parameter, that is a true parameter is h, we are find out here. Okay, the spread about the mean is too much, the estimator the poor performance, very easy, very poor performance. Then we can taken the estimator as the average equal to true value of the underlying parameter. At the same time, okay, at the same time it is also spread the deviation around the true parameter. It is also low as a possible. Okay, this is for the poor performance. What will happen if the spread about the mean is too much? Okay, the value is too much, the estimator has a very poor performance. So coming to any the deviation around the spread, the deviation around the true parameter, it is also low as a possible in the average to be equal to the true value underlying the parameter. These are also about the spread and the deviation in the estimator of the true underlying parameter. Okay, so characterize these variance about the underlying parameter. Whatever we considering the parameters of the spread of the estimation around underlying parameters, h is also we taken important. Okay, coming to basically the measure of the spread, and we can find out the spread about the mean. Okay, that is from the we are taken from the plot. Okay, that is also we can taken from the plot. I will explain. Whenever the spread is increased, okay, the value is increased, what is the mean value? It is change or not? Okay, that is also we can see in this session. The variance h hat is might remember the random variable. The variance h hat for a random variable is expected value of the here you can see the square deviation. Whenever you consider the random variable, the h hat is expected value of the square deviation. Okay, here from the previous one we are find out from the h hat equal to 1 by n summation k equal to 1 to n v of k. From that one we can also write estimation one. Okay, here we can find out the estimation of the h hat minus estimation of the h hat whole square. That means here we find out the mean and variance. Okay, here we taken the mean and variance. We are considering the mean and variance. From in this one, for we computing this one, this is for all. Okay, here we find out the E estimation. Then we can write down the h hat minus h whole square. Okay, this is we can write, and also we can know that recall the h hat. Recall the h hat equal to h plus 1 by n summation of k equal to 1 to n v of k. Okay, we know that in the previous from the likelihood. Okay, likelihood. In the previous session also we taken the h hat equal to h plus 1 by n, summation of k equal to 1 to n v of k. Okay, from in this one we can also write, from this one we can write h hat minus h equal to 1 by n, 1 by n summation of k equal to 1 to n v of k. Okay, this we can write. Okay, then we can substitute this value into, for example, I consider this is the first equation. Here this one, this is the second equation. From the 1 and 2, from the 1 and 2, here we can write the estimation of the h hat minus h whole square equal to, we can substitute this value, then we can write equal to summation of 1 by, estimation of 1 by n summation of k equal to 1 to n v of k whole square. Okay, we can write like this. Okay, then we can write for this one, we can having the for the competition purpose, we can write estimation of the 1 by n k equal to 1 to n v of k whole square. What we have to write here, then I can write this is for whole square, this is for whole square, then we can write 1 by n square. Okay, we are taken constant here, estimation of the summation of k equal to 1 of n v of k whole square. Okay, we can I can individually I taken that added noise. For that I consider 1 by n square, I taken summation of k equal to 1 to n v of k. Okay, I take individually, and again we having the summation of k tilde. Okay, k tilde equal to 1 to n v of k tilde. Okay, this is I taken individually. Then I can write 1 by n square. Okay, 1 by n square estimation of the k equal to summation of k equal to 1 to n and summation of k tilde equal to 1 to n. I consider v of k into v of k tilde. I consider like this. Okay, then I can compute this one. We can write 1 by n square summation of k equal to 1 to n, summation of k tilde equal to 1 to n. Then I can write estimation here. I can write estimation here, v of k tilde. Okay, here I can write v of k and v of k tilde. Then I can write, simplify this one. What is that? How we can what we can find out here? The estimation factor. What is that estimation factor? Estimation of the h hat minus h whole square. This we can find out. Okay, this is equal to, we can write like this. Okay, equal to 1 by n square summation of k equal to 1 to n and summation of k tilde equal to 1 to n. This is a v of k and v of k tilde. Okay, now this is for the some mean and variance of the estimation in the this maximum likelihood parameters. Okay, in this one I consider the the mean value, and also we can previously we taken the h plus 1 by n, and that is the summation of k equal to 1 to n v of k. Okay, here we taken the some of the samples of noise, that is a v of 1, v of 2 and v of k, because I considering the all the independent identical distributions also I consider here. Okay, that is a square deviation about the mean is sum of the minus expected value of the h hat, that is a whole square. Okay, that is the expression for the variance. Okay, whatever we discussed in the we are derived from the previous derivation, that is the value of the h hat. Okay, and the h hat minus h, we have to take in the estimation. Okay, we are considering this estimation, and also this value equal to the the true parameter of itself. So the simple, that is nothing but expected value, that h hat minus h minus whole square. Okay, here I can write recall noise samples. Recall noise samples, that is a v of 1 comma v of 2 so on, v of n. These are the IID. What is the IID? Independent identical distribution parameters. Okay, that is a distribution parameter we can take it. Just in the previous one we can find out estimation the v of k tilde. Okay, this is from the previous derivation. Okay, here I consider this is a 0 and this is a 0. How we can why I put the 0 means here we know the v of k mean equal to 0. We know that the mean equal to 0. Same thing I taken here. If the two values are there, because here k equal to 1 to n and k tilde 1 to n. If k not equal to k tilde, then this is 0. Okay, if k not equal to k tilde, then this is 0. If you are the k equal to k condition, other hand we having the other hand k equal to k tilde, then what will happen? Here the estimation of the v of k tilde equal to, we can write e v square k. Okay, we know that what is the v, this one we know the variance also. This is a mean. Okay, in this one mainly find out the variance of the spread around the mean. Okay, here this is that v square of k equal to, that's a sigma square, we know it. Same thing I substitute here, this is a sigma square. Okay, this is a 0 and this is a sigma square. Here we are considering two conditions. What are the two conditions? If k equal to k tilde, this is a 0. If k equal to k tilde means that is a sigma square. This is a k not equal to k tilde. Okay, this is a condition here we having that. Okay, from in this one we are considering the estimation of the v of k tilde equal to, we are having the condition, two conditions, 0 and sigma square. What is the conditions here? If this is a k not equal to k tilde, this is for if k equal to k tilde. This is the two condition. Then from the two condition we can write this one, sigma square delta k minus k tilde. We can also write this. Okay, in the next one we can find out the estimation of the true parameters and also estimation of the actual parameter. That is a, we can see. Okay, the up to here we find out the some we taking the some noise signals. That is a v of k, that is a v of 1, v of 2, v of 3. That is independent identical distributors. Further we can find out the, this is a 0, two condition, 0 and sigma square for these two conditions. Next one, the basically it is implies to the, that is a 1 by n. That is a 1 by n equal to 1 by n of vk. Okay, that is we find out. Okay, that is from the estimation factor. Whenever we compute the expected value of the h hat, okay, that we can, whenever we expect the value of h hat, that is whole e squared or nothing but we taken the sum of the n square come out. Okay, here we can consider the h hat come out, that is that e h hat minus h. Okay, further we can considering the this value, then only this that estimation factor is satisfied. Okay, then we can go for that one. Here we know it h hat minus h whole square equal to 1 by n square k equal to 1 to n and k equal to k tilde equal to 1 to n. Here that is, this is from the previous equation, that is v of k and v of k tilde. Okay, this is for, we know it from the previous equation. What is the previous equation? This is for example third equation. From the third equation, from the equation 3, we know it what is this one? Sigma square delta k minus tilde, k minus k tilde. Then I substitute here 1 by n square, summation of k equal to 1 to n, summation of k equal to k tilde equal to 1 to n, sigma square. I substitute those value delta k minus k tilde. Okay, this is from the third equation. Then I can also simplify 1 by n square equal to k equal to 1 to n, that is a sigma square. Okay, then I can also write n sigma square by n square. Then we can also write sigma square by n. This is the variance of IID. This is a variance of IID. That is the independent identical distribution. Okay, this is for the sum of the IID. For that we are considering here estimation of the h hat minus h whole square equal to, we know it, that is a 1 by n square, that is a summation of k equal to 1 to n, summation of k tilde equal to 1 to n, and we taken the estimation. That is also we taken from the previous session. Okay, here up to we know it, the previous session we find out here, this one we summation of k equal to 1 to n and summation of k tilde equal to 1 to n, and also we know that estimation of the v of k and the estimation of the v delta. Okay, from this one we can find out the sigma square and sigma square delta k minus k tilde. Okay, same thing I substitute here in this equation, then we get the this one 1 by n square, summation of k equal to 1 to n, summation of k tilde equal to 1 to n, and this is a sigma square delta k minus k tilde. Okay, then we can know that 1 by n square, summation of k equal to 1 to n sigma square. This from this one we can write n in capital N sigma square by n square. We can also write sigma square by n. That is a variance of independent identical distribution. Okay, from in this one we can also take in the submission of the k whenever we take in expected value, that also equal to the, okay, trill equals 1 to the v of k is a trill. Then expectation of the operator inside, I can we can rewrite that the square submission, and also the k value. Okay, the k value is a v of k. Okay, sometimes k trill means this is a k trill. Okay, this is a k value, this is a k trill. Okay, then we can find out the both the values. We considering the v of k, v k trill. Okay, this is the operator of the submission. Okay, then you are simplified the expression for the expected value. What will happen? H hat minus h whole square. When we are considering for the these two values, for h hat minus h whole square, for the expected value, we can find out. Finally, we get the sigma square by n. We get the sigma square by n. Here we can find out the variance of the independent identical distribution. Okay, we can find out the independent identical distribution. Okay, from in this one the equal of the square submission, and also we can having the sum total of the k value that is expected to the product of terms, all the terms from the expected value of that v of k, and that is a k drill. And also we can important priority of the Gaussian noise samples that we are assuming to the Gaussian independent identical distribution. For that, say we can consider the Gaussian noise and samples that is independent. I'll recall that same samples into the identical independent identical distribution. Okay, for that we are having the independent distributions. That means any two noise samples we are consider expected the v of k into look at the product expected value of the product value, the k diddle, that is k into k. So we having the two conditions. Whenever it condition is a k equal to k diddle, or condition is a k not equal to k diddle. Okay, both the condition we are having the expected value of the v of k. Okay, whenever you consider this noise samples are 0 and the mean is a sigma square. Okay, therefore what will happen, each expected value v of k will equal to 0. Therefore the expected value of the product is 0. And also if it is not equal to KTDL, also we can taken from the estimation. Okay, on the other hand, if k equals to 1 KTDL, we have expected the value of the V of k times. Okay, whenever you consider the V of TDL, okay, that is this one, V of k TDL, we had conditions that is equal, basically your expected value of the equal to both the condition. And also we can expect the value V square, and also the variance are basically noise of the power sigma square, and that is also noted earlier previously. We have also taken the two values. What is the two values here? We are considering the estimation of the V of k equal to 0, estimation of the V square k equal to sigma square. We already find out earlier also. Okay, we are taking the some prior property because the noises, the samples are independent, and we can find out the identical distribution. And also whenever the both expected value of the vk and vk of TDL sigma square if equals to k TDL, it is at 0. If k is not equal to TDL, therefore summarize the we are expected the value of the V of k. The product of the V of k and V of k TDL equals to sigma square if k is not equal to k TDL. And also another condition, if 0 is k not equals to the k TDL. Okay, for that we are having that actually we are having the sigma square by n. Okay, from in this one we can consider in the figure variance of the estimation of that when you are taking the plot of the PDF, you are considering the plot of the PDF, that is the PDF Pravul's density function. For that you are considering the, okay, this is for the normal. Then in the middle we are having the mean value. Here in the middle we are having the mean value. This is a H true parameter. This is a H true parameter. Okay, this is for the and also in the middle we are having the sigma square by n. Whenever you are increase the n, okay, the sigma square by, whenever you increase the n, okay, n value if you increases, what will happen? Automatically the sigma square by n is decreases. Okay, for that you can consider, okay, this value. Okay, we now increase the n, the true parameter also does not changes, the actual is does not change, because in this also in the middle section only. Okay, if you are increase the n square also, if you are increase the n square also, the true values doesn't change. Okay, but that decreases the sigma square by n, it decreases the sigma square by n. This is the some of the variance of the estimation of the PDF. Okay, for that we are having the h hat is a Gaussian. Okay, and also here having the estimation of the h hat equal to h, and finally we get the h estimation of the h hat minus h whole square equal to sigma square by n. And also we having the h hat equal to the script n of h comma sigma square by n. Okay, this is the mean and variance of the this property. And also we can go with the equal, remember variance equal to the submission of the k equal to 1, and also n submission of the k TDL equal to 1. Then we can expect the both the same. Okay, whenever we simplify this sigma square, we can having the delta minus k TDL. What is the delta minus TDL? Means delta k minus k TDL. Okay, they like that we can have the sigma square equal to this one. This value is substitute into the expected value of the true parameter and estimation parameter. Okay, therefore the delta and also the term will be only sub to the if k TDL and equals to k. Okay, then therefore the submission of this will go for because of terms of for k, and I will only terms of the service the k of k TDL equals to the k, and therefore each having k equal to 1 sigma, therefore square of the parameter. And coming to the basically n, you are considering n times the sigma square divided by n. Okay, if you are coming to n times, means that is divided by sigma square by n. Okay, like this we having this is sigma square divided by n. This is the variance of the estimation. This is comes under the variance of the estimation. This is for the variance of the estimation. Okay, like that we can take in the properties of the maximum likelihood estimation. Coming to in this one, the expected value of the h hat minus h whole square. In other words, we are taking the basically also variance and the variance of the estimation. Okay, what is that estimation? H hat, sorry, minus h whole square. Okay, like that we can also find out that this is a variance of the estimation, variance of the estimation, variance of the estimation, h hat minus h whole square. We can also write like this, and also we can take in the expression for the variance of the estimation. Those estimation, that is a nice power each of the individual samples, v1, v2 and vn. We are considering the all the samples, so we can take in the v1, v2 and vn. Those are the identically independent identical distribution we are taken. For that we are taking the value 0, this mean value also 0. We are considering the these mean value also 0. The maximum likelihood estimator and estimator, which is unbiased condition. Whenever you considering the h hat equal to the estimation of the h hat equal to h, that is the unbiased condition. Unbiased condition we already discussed in earlier. This is the unbiased condition. Okay, coming to estimator, the true parameter h and the variance of the estimator is sigma divided by the n, that is over 1 times of the variance individual of the noise samples, so that the variance estimation, therefore we taken the variance and also we taken the mean, that is all comes under the identical independent identical distribution. Okay, if you are considering the random Gaussian, okay, if you are considering the random Gaussian, the mean of the estimation expected value h hat and also variance, that is the expected value of the h hat minus here we considering the h hat minus h whole square, that is also divided by n. Okay, that is a sigma square by n. And also we can consider basically the h hat, your estimated h hat is the mean. Okay, n is the symbol for the normal distribution, the Gaussian distribution, that is a Gaussian mean h and the various sigma square divided by n. Then the compact notation show that h hat is normally distributed or a Gaussian distribution with the mean given by the true parameter. The what is a true parameter means estimation of the h hat. This is the estimation of the h hat equal to h. This is the estimation parameter and also true parameter, that is a sigma square over by when the sigma square of the variance of the IID independent identical distribution noise samples. Okay, why is this important? That means this is important for the following reasons, because we know that probability density function of h, this is here we considering the h is random in nature, that is a true parameter. Okay, but we'll observe the something interesting when you are pilot considering when you are considering the plot of the probability density function, that h, we can also say that probability density function h for the criteria, n is given by the Gaussian with the spread sigma square by n. Okay, you can remember that mean. In the previous section also we discussed the mean, that is centered around the true parameter of h. Okay, like that we can find out, and that is the true parameter when it happened to spread. Okay, if for example here we plot the PDF. Okay, we plot the PDF. This is a middle one is the h mean. Okay, mean. Okay, if you are increase the n, if this is the sigma square by n. If you are increase the n, automatically sigma square will be decrease, and also you having the spread over by the this function. In this one also medianly we are taken the h mean. This is if you are increase the sigma square or if you are increase the n value, that doesn't change the true parameter value. Okay, automatically the sigma square will divided by the n, this will decrease. Okay, come to the Gaussian corresponding h hat strings. What is the strings means? Here we having that plot the diagram strings that becomes more and more peaky around the mean, that is the h. Okay, that is doesn't change the h parameter, which means the deviation from the parameter, that is all the h hat parameter we said is not necessarily equal to the h. Okay, here they given one thing here, some whenever it is not equal to also not possible, the deviation of the true parameter, that is although h hat, remember, h hat is not necessarily equal to the h. Although h hat is not necessarily equal to h, the deviation from h, write the deviation from the true parameter, and also we taken the true parameter is a progressively decrease as an increase on the important point. Okay, the progressively decrease means automatically will increase another one. Okay, the increase the estimation becomes more and more accurate, and the sense that variance decreases. Therefore, this is an important property. Then we are taking the estimation is a random. Okay, that is not exactly say to the equal to the true parameter of the h. Okay, however, we can take in something very important. The basically the variance decreases as an increase, that therefore progressively getting the some closer. Okay, when you are considering any error in between the estimation parameter or also true parameter, the deviation decreases progressively and becomes infinitive, the variance become zero. The estimation concedes with the dynameter and the interesting behavior of the exhibited by the maximum likelihood estimation, or the maximum likelihood ML estimation, or maximum likelihood estimation. Okay, here the maximum likelihood estimation based on the likelihood function, and not only that, we are also characterized by the behavior and the properties. Coming to interesting behavior of the exhibited by the maximum likelihood estimation, that is also explore the aspects of the estimation in the future model. Okay, in this one mainly we are considering the maximum likelihood estimation coming from the likelihood function, whatever we have taken characterized by the properties. Okay, actually what we are considering in this session, in this session we are considering the some of the identical parameter identical distributions. Okay, that is identical distribution, and also we can take in the some variance and also mean. Okay, here we are considering the mean and variance. Okay, once we recall the all the topics, all the parameters in this one, whenever you considering the estimation. Okay, whenever you consider estimation means you consider the estimation of the parameter and also true parameter. Estimation of the true parameter, both you can consider here. In this one you can consider both one. Okay, then we are go with that unbiased condition. Whenever go with the unbiased condition means, when we are go with the unbiased condition, that means e h hat equal to h, that is the unbiased condition. Okay, that is not necessary to the both the condition. Okay, if you are go with the variance, variance means what is the variance of the noise, that is a sigma square. Variance of the mean equal to 0. Okay, from this one we can take in the spread distribution. We are considering the spreads distribution about mean. Okay, for that we are considering the both the, what is that, for example the observation. Okay, here we can having the both the condition, that is we are considering the observation model. Okay, we are considering the observation model. What is the observation model here? Y equal to h plus k. This is the observation model. Okay, this is I taken here simple example is a wireless sensor network. For that we are having the observation model. This is a observation, and this is a unknown parameter. Okay, this is an unknown parameter. Okay, this is a noise. Okay, whenever consider any observation model, they will having some additiveness to the unknown parameter. Okay, that from in this one we are considering the some multiple parameters. Then we can consider y of 1 equal to h1 plus k1, y of 2 equal to, here I represent with the noise in the k, you can also represent with the v also. Okay, then here I represent with the v, h1 plus v1, h2 plus v2, y of 3 equal to h3 plus v3, and also y of 4 equal to h4 plus v4. Here I consider all the 4 identical distributions. Okay, like that we can take in the samples, and that is in the random nature. Then we can go with the some of that a spread deviation about the mean. Okay, for that we can also recall the v of 1, v of 2, v of 3, and v of 4. Okay, from that we can take in the random Gaussian in nature. Okay, and also we are first of all we are considering the unbiased estimation. Okay, first of all we consider the unbiased condition. From the unbiased condition we can go with the all the estimation parameter. Okay, for that we are considering the estimation of the h hat minus h whole square. Okay, from that we are substituted the this h hat equal to h plus 1 by n summation of k equal to 1 to n v of k. I submitted this one into the the y equal to h plus k. Okay, there we are considering the some tiddle. They can also considering the some normal value, the noise. We can consider the two values v of k and v of k tiddle. Okay, when the both the condition we are having the two condition, if k equal to 1, k equal to k tiddle, or k equal to k not equal to tiddle, then the both the condition we are taking the different random samples. From in this one we can go for the spread deviation about mean. Okay, finally in this one, and this one maximum likelihood estimation we are considered for the some of the properties that is expected to the estimation in the maximum likelihood. And also we here exhibit the maximum that is not characterized by the behavior. Okay, and also it can use for the properties. Okay, sometimes you can take in the some specification and characteristics of the that property or channel. Okay, that will go with the maximum likelihood estimation, that is the behavior of the particular estimation. Okay, mainly if whenever you go with that observation model, there also we can consider parameters. There we can consider the parameters. Those are the parameters of the y equal to h plus v. H plus v means unknown parameter, truly parameter. If you go with the probability, what will happen in the probability, that there will having some prediction value. Okay, there we can go with the prediction error. But in this maximum likelihood or likelihood, we can be taken the observation. Okay, if you are go with the any room, any temperature, you can automatically, we can't predict that value outcome. We can't predict the outcome, but we can observe the parameter. Then only we can take in the particular output. That is the difference between the probability and the likelihood. Okay, like that we can estimation the those properties. Here we have some consistency also is there, that also surrounding the spread around. Okay, in the next session we can also go for the different properties of the maximum likelihood. Okay, that is all about the today's session. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.